Yeah, it's me again. That's more trivia, I guess. That's what you can call it. About 2 or 3 weeks ago, there was a little article in the Star of Phoenix, obscure, way off in the corner of some second section or something. I should have kept it. I might have it here somewhere, but it's just a little short. And it started off WBC, I believe. It didn't even say WCB. I guess maybe they were hoping nobody'd notice it or wouldn't read it. But it tells about how an employee of the Calgary, the Alberta WCB, had stolen hundreds of thousands of dollars, just got caught, you know. And she was overpayment with claims and then getting the money back and keeping it for herself, I guess. But that's happened before in Alberta, and it's happening in Saskatchewan. They keep it quieter here, but there's things going on here. I remember about the guy that, the nephew of somebody apparently who wanted to go skiing in British Columbia. So he got his auntie to put in a false claim for him to collect while he went skiing. You know, injured worker can go skiing. Yeah, down a rusty razor blade, that's right, but the son of a bitch. But anyways, that's the abuse, and that's employees abusing the system. And then you have the numbered business accounts, where they put in false claims for a few months and somebody collects somehow, and it's never really, you know, after a few months, nobody, you know, short term, they don't audit that, I don't believe, but it's rampant. It's going on there. And then you got the worker who was dating an injured worker, and they broke up, and 2 weeks later he was denied his claim. And he was legitimately injured, but he got cut off, you know. All kinds of dirty scams going on, and it's not us doing it, it's them. But the money has to go somewhere, I guess. Eh? You got a pot full of money, and it's not yours. You can put it wherever you want it to go, you know. It goes anywhere, wherever it feels like it. But as far as this media thing with I've been there with a few of them now. I've been asked to speak at the nurses union meeting this was about 5-6 years ago again too, about the same time all this went on, and Teresa again asked me not to speak at it. And some people wondered, what the hell's the problem here? Well, Dave doesn't speak well enough in public. Well, okay. She never went to that one either and mentioned a damn word about it, about what's going on. And I was asked to go. So they were interested, but again she screwed that up. And then I got a call one time, it was a Saturday morning, again about 5 or 6, 7 years ago. I don't keep records of that stuff anymore, but Buzz Hargrove was at the University of Saskatchewan. I think the MUB or something. He was going there to do an interview, and he wanted to meet me. He'd heard about me being on the radio quite a bit at the time or prior to that, and speaking at the legislature and speaking at the bandstand at the Besborough Hotel, and he wanted me to come and speak at his media, whatever this was to do with anything. I don't know what it was. To this day I don't know, because again Teresa told me not to go that day, that very same day. And all the chances I've missed, and I guess I'm a slow learner, but that never came out, you know. You missed your chance, and I missed a few of them. 3 strikes you're out, I guess. But as far as the media goes, there was a Vern Clements years ago. He's passed away now. He was a hell of a nice guy. He phoned me, and he told me he knew all about me. And he said in over 30 years at the time, and over 30 years as a journalist, he's never seen anything so cruel. He's never, what they did to me, and I can't, you know, like, it's happening to all of us, but he said he's never seen anything like it. And he's tried to talk to other reporters in Saskatoon, and why aren't they doing stories, and they just clammed up. They didn't want to talk about it. And he said, given his health at the time, he couldn't make it a crusade, but he wrote a letter to Cameron at the time, the AA member. He was a real drunk apparently. He was running it, and his AA members were all working with him and screwing with people, and He's extremely well paid, I guess, for that position. Maybe they thought a drunk was the ideal guy to put in positions, Cameron. But he could care less, apparently. That was really what Vern Clements got out. He could give a good goddamn about injured workers. Could care less. Didn't mean anything to him. But James Parker, I was told, tried to corner Roy Romano. I'll call him Roy No, at the Besborough Hotel. I think it was the Adam Ballroom or something, some big event going on. And he tried to corner him, and Romano told him to mind his own goddamn business. Now, if you ever seen Romano when they catch him on camera, he's a vicious SOB. He's like a cornered rat when he gets angry. But he also, on the Gormley show, he was doing a call-in, and they're not supposed to turn down calls. They're supposed to accept the calls. Well, I got in right at the start, but they wouldn't let me on. Somebody said they had 8 or 9 lines on there. Well, I think it was 13 calls got through, but I never got in. I never got to talk to him. Well, apparently Gormley made sure I didn't get to talk to him. Romano didn't want to hear what I had to say because he knew all about me. So apparently that's a no-no. Public access, you know, on a talk show. Romano, all he could say was, mind your own goddamn business. Oh, that's nice. But I've talked to media over the years, and they're just, used to think they were intelligent people, but they're just dirty. They're a waste of skin. There's lots more that happened with the media over the years, but I can't remember it all right now. I write it down when I can remember. Well, one thing I was always wondering about, though, if this was, say, 1935 Germany, just before the Olympics, and somebody got into the Reichstag and killed Hitler, assassinated Hitler and Himmler and Göring and Goebbels and all that swill, all that filth, how would the media report it? Would they be looking for the guy that did it? Would they think that's the most disgusting thing they ever heard, somebody going in there and killing a world leader? Anyways, it's interesting to figure out how these people think. You know, they don't think. I can hear Gormley now. Hanging would be too good for that guy. I can hear Gormley. Hindsight. What we find out later in life. But anyways, the bullet's in the mail. Have a good one.